Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today we have a promising start at 1 AM after streaming all day. As always, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go gold stake painted deck. First boss is spades. First round, could be a spade flush, could be a diamonds flush. I like the diamonds because we have slightly higher diamonds than spades, and then also if we discard the 8 here, we can go 10, 9, 8 as a straight, so we can go for the flush and the straight at the same time. Or could be diamonds flush, could be 10s and 9s. That's one thing that's nice about the painted deck, about the extra hand size. You can go for more than one hand at the same time, the flush and the straight. Probably it's just golden joker. It pays for itself immediately. The only question is, do we die if we take this? So big blind with the painted deck with the extra hand size, probably fine. Big blind, just like we did the small blind here, probably we can get not just 1.5 5-card hands, but we get a full 2 5-card hands. Probably safe against the boss. So let's say you take golden joker, let's say shop 2 is bad, probably we still beat the boss. If shop 3 is bad, we might lose in round 4. So that's the small blind of ante 2. Maybe you want to take a buffoon pack, you want to take something that's going to guarantee that we beat round 4. I think Jupiter does that. So Jupiter is probably the safest thing to do, where it guarantees that we get points. But maybe golden joker is fine on the painted deck. Let's go next. So could be a king high straight, that makes sense. And then 7s and 5s without even discarding. Yes. Okay, probably it's going to be blue joker. So Eternal's a little bit rough on the painted deck, only 4 joker slots. Eternal Rental, even worse on the painted deck. But it's holographic, it's a blue joker, we can win pretty easily with high card. So having this do all of my points. So this is holographic, it's molt and it's chips, so 1 joker slot does both. Then I have more joker slots left over for value generators. Could be golden joker, could be northern lion here. So this actually earns us money, probably. We could go back in time, so maybe this is something that I don't normally consider in ante 1, but the way that I kind of think about it is every ante, the score, well, at least in the early antes, the score is like 3 times as much, 3 times as much, 3 times as much, but in the later antes, it's more like 2 times as much. So 7 to 8 is 2 times as much, 6 to 7 is 2 times as much. So if you go back in ante, then all of the scores are half as big. So when we go back in time, you lose 1 hand, but all of the scores are half as big. Or another way of thinking that is you lose 1 hand, but then all of your points are doubled. If the target is half, then that's the same as scoring double points. Is that worth it? Usually. Some additional factors here. So because we have the golden joker, when we do go back in time, instead of getting interest, we are getting $4 per round. So that makes this even more valuable. But maybe 1 strike against this. If we take the voucher, we can't take Northern Lion. Would I rather have more time with my golden joker, or would I rather have a second value generator? I would probably rather have the extra value generator, though it is perishable. So maybe we go back in time. Let's try that. And then go next. All right, so now we got blue joker. We can just play high card, I guess, if you want. 1100. Okay. Grabber is great. Immediately rewarded for going back in time. We just save our money for interest, save our money for the voucher. How about high card again? Maybe I shouldn't play my aces. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, we have 1,000 points no matter what. Alright. Acrobat is perishable. 2 Arcana packs. We can save our money. Go next. Play the same ace of diamonds, I think, for the boss. Okay, I should have checked the skip tags. So probably I want the grabber. Maybe I want an Arcana pack. I would say normally no on the Arcana pack. Usually you don't want to go below 20 bucks. But we do have Golden Joker, so if we miss on the Arcana pack, it's fine. So let's do that. We kind of missed, but I can get some lucky cards. Could be Queen and 10. The to-do list is on flushes, so maybe we go 2 clubs here, try to get a clubs flush against the boss, maybe. We do want the extra hand, and then now we're broke. Go next. To-do list on flush. So probably looking like a spade flush. I guess I'll just do that. One more time for the spade flush, I guess. We do get the queen. So we play the flush for the to-do list. I guess I could sell the to-do list and then play the queen. Let's do the flush. Alright, to-do list on full house. Full house may be possible on the painted deck. 15 bucks. Could be DNA, copy the lucky cards. Probably not. Probably DNA too expensive. Probably we just go next. Boss says hearts are debuffed. I guess I could have thought about that, making my spades into lucky cards. Alright, can we get a full house? Can we discard the low cards? Could be queens. And I guess I discard the 9 here. How about aces and queens as a full house? I think wins. With the help of blue joker. Okay, and then to-do list on flush. I think the flush wins the next round. Baseball card is less good on the painted deck, only 4 joker slots. Less good as a rental, less good when you already have an eternal common, so probably no baseball card. We could buy the baseball card and then Arcana pack. Maybe there's a chance you get Temperance. I think I'm gonna save my money for Overstock. Let's go next. If this were a small Arcana pack, I would pay $4 for an Arcana pack, but maybe not $8 for a Mega pack. That's a little bit expensive. Let's go next. Especially if I want to buy Overstock. So, to-do list on flush. Could be probably spade flush, maybe clubs flush. There's the clubs. Okay. Never lucky. Alright, to-do list on 3 of a kind. That's possible, I guess. Ancient Joker on clubs. Ancient Joker is powerful. And maybe we do that. Probably Ancient Joker's fine. I just don't personally enjoy it, so I don't think I have to, so I'm not going to do it. Let's go Arcana instead. Let's go Arcana plus Overstock. Could be a death card for make another lucky 10, I guess. Could be spin the wheel. Does making a lucky 10 help me? Not really. So I guess you could make a wild card since there's an Ancient Joker. To-do list on 3 of a kind. I think sell to-do list, spin the wheel. Bummer. Alright, tower. No, let's go Overstock. Could be banana. Makes sense. Even as a perishable. Alright, so I want to get my lucky cards. Maybe. I could play 2 pair here. 2 pair wins, right? Maybe. When we discard, Blue Joker gets worse. But if we draw the lucky cards, then we're happy. Could be a lucky 10. Maybe. Should have thought about that a little bit harder. Should have kept the clubs as a flush. Because I don't think I can play the 10 here as a solo. It doesn't one-shot. Okay. Could go back in time again. Now, -1 discard. That one's free. Alright. Boss says diamonds are debuffed. Okay. Could be Seance. Probably no Swashbuckler here. Maybe I can afford to take a Jumbo Standard Pack. Or do we wait? Maybe we wait? Try a Seance. Is there any straight flush that we can get? Maybe. Could be hearts as a straight flush. Or maybe not. Alright, so here's the full house. Don't need a Seance. Ship it. She's gone. Okay. So, could be Wii Joker as another rental. That feels bad, but maybe worth it. Definitely less good with no discards. Maybe we don't need to do that. As a rental, maybe we don't need it. Buffoon Pack instead. Could be parking is perishable but gives me money. Maybe parking plus Golden Joker, maybe now you do take Wii. Okay. I'm willing to do it. Then let's save our money for the voucher. If we have Wii Joker, we don't need the planet cards as much. Though I guess we could take Priestess. Let's go next. Alright, so we lost the banana. So Blue Joker is all of a sudden more important. We are probably okay. I want to try to get my parking value. Alright, so how about high card 10? We can finish with the 4 of a kind jacks. That should be fine. Okay, play the 1, 2. Yeah, if we got parking, maybe Wii Joker's fine. So I think I win with the 4 of a kind. Okay. I can play the 4 of a kind instead of the full house, so that we get more parking value. Okay. So 4 of a kind there was only 26. So against the boss, probably we have to play 2 hands, 2 real hands. Could be Hierophant. So Hierophant on the 2s or the face cards? Maybe on the 2s? Either way, we go back in time. Alright, so the boss here now, 2,000. Okay, so we should be chilling. We could reroll, we could wait. 2 rentals, maybe we wait. Let's go next. So how about... Alright, I just want to draw my 2s. I can play high card 8. The next hand wins, so there's a 2. This high card wins. Bummer. This Wii Joker is not great. Could be Dusk. Could be Fibonacci to go with the Wii Joker. Boss says -1 hand size. So, do we need parking? I like maybe sell Golden Joker, take Fibonacci here, or Arcana. So could be Chariot, make a steal 2. Could be Chariot on the jack. I like maybe Hierophant on the 2 instead. Or maybe try to make lucky 2s. Steel jack is fine, I guess, while we have parking. Could be temperance for $8. I don't have any aces to strength here. Maybe it makes sense just hang them. Maybe 5 and 3 we just hang them. And then go next, come back for reroll surplus. Golden Joker's out. Okay. So I can play a solo 2. I can wait on the 2s, maybe. Go high card ace first. Oh, it's an ace? That's not good. Here I could do high card 6. Or I'm supposed to do the 2 with a Hierophant. Maybe I'll save the Hierophant. Maybe we don't need that yet. Alright. Shouldn't have played the ace. The ace scored too many points. Could be a death card for my 2s. Could be a free reroll instead of parking. Could be a Mars card. If we're gonna do Wii Joker, maybe Mars, maybe 4 of a kind is useful. There's Hermie for $20. So I think I wait on the death card. Take the money. Okay. Could be free reroll instead of parking. If parking is only gonna be around for a few more rounds. Could be Justice. Vagabond, also very powerful. I just don't like doing it, just like Ancient Joker. So, go Celestial. Probably not super important that we get the Mars cards, but we can still do it anyway. And go next. Alright, so I'm looking for my 2s. There's 1, 2. I'm gonna use all my hands. There's a pair of 2s. Alright, so the suit bosses we had diamonds, hearts, spades. Basically all of them. Okay. So I guess maybe I do 2 of spades. I can turn a 9 into a 2 of spades. And then play those. Alright. Now we're chilling. Wii Joker, we're chilling. 2 rentals, that's not good. Hiker, no, since we have Wii Joker, clubs, no. Could be Cavendish instead of the free reroll. Maybe check standard packs for more 2s. Could be a gold seal 4. Gold seal is useful. I think maybe I don't take a 4 though. No glass 6. Alright, go next. So smaller hand size, let's dig for those 2s. I could play 8s and 5s here, I guess. That probably wins. And then we don't get the 2s and then we're sad. I don't want to waste too many hands if it's costing me $6 per round. Could be spin the wheel. Yas. Foiled again. Standard pack gives me not a 2. Go next. Okay. Maybe a straight is possible. With the lucky card? Not quite. So dig for the 2s. Oh, whoops. Bummer. Could be Seltzer is kind of fun. Or let's just go Arcana. Okay, so I have a Magician now. I could make a lucky 2 instead of a bonus 2. Could be Emperor instead. Lucky 2 I like, but maybe Emperor is more important. Death card. No standard pack. I really need something that gives me money. Alright, so I can, instead of a bonus 2, I could make a steal 2. Yeah, maybe. I can turn a 7 into a 2 and do something like that. Boss says no discards. Okay. Arcana again. Could be Hermie for 20 bucks, could be remove 2 cards. I like Hermie because then I can buy a crystal ball. Though making a gold card could be useful. And then 32 bucks, we can look inside a standard pack. There's a 2 instead of a gold jack. Go next. How about 8s and 10s, maybe? This just wins, right? Bummer. Alright. Fool for Hermie instead of death, I think is fine. This boss says clubs are debuffed. How about an Arcana pack? So it could be Hermie here instead of Empress. Arcana again. Could be Magician. So maybe this is where the 2 we make a lucky 2. Could be I make a gold ace, I think is also somewhat reasonable. Between the 2 of those, probably gold ace is better. And then go one more. Golden Joker. Alright, let's go next. So there's a pair of 2s. We could do 2s and queens. Okay. Then Constellation probably beats Cavendish, though this is a rental, and so maybe we don't do the rental. Before we go Arcana, we can re-roll. Probably don't need Venus. Emperor or remove 6 and 4, we can hang them. Okay, look for a Fool. Could be a Fool, we can hang him again. Yas. So how about 6s, we can hang them. Dig for those 2s. I'm gonna play 4 of a kind 2s here instead of the lucky queens. Okay. What do we got left in the deck? 7 2s. Parking. No. Standard pack. Could be a blue seal. Probably not super important blue seal. Purple ace is tempting, but we only have 1 discard. So I guess none of this. Maybe blue seal. Maybe we go blue seal 4 of a kind. Maybe. Sure. Celestial pack. Earth card. Maybe. Go one more. I think there's some consideration for taking the magic trick. So jokers, we are maxed out on joker slots. Maybe we want to take magic trick as a way of getting more 2s. Maybe. I'm curious to taste it. Let's go next. So, all right, throw away the 9s. There's a full house. Okay. Two Arcana packs. This boss is extra large. Okay. Could be 20 bucks, could be remove 2 cards. I like 4s, let's just hang them. That's fine. 46 cards in the deck, that's great. Could be Hermie and then a death card. So turn the last 6 into a 2. Now we got 8 2s. We can reroll maybe one time. Maybe one more. There's a bull that we don't need. Go next. Alright, so can we get this has no molt, right? Okay. We could do 4 of a kind now with the blue seal. That's what I want. I want the 4 of a kind levels. I want more molt. And maybe the 4 of a kind levels, that's how we get the molt. What was the last thing I did? Last thing I did was death card. So could be maybe campfires again. Maybe that's better than Cavendish. Maybe if we have the 4 of a kind levels, maybe we don't need Fibonacci. There's gold seal 3, red seal 5. Alright, so we don't take those. Could be temperance for $8. Maybe. I guess. Telescope is high card, though my full house is getting there. Let's go one more. Hard shark. There's no way. Go one more. I don't need this 8. Alright, so there's a flush that we can discard. How about play a pair of kings? Should be no points. Okay. Got some 2s here, maybe 3 8s. 3 8s might win. Do that. Oh, that doesn't matter. Moving Cavendish doesn't matter. Alright, that's fine. So I should be able to do the 3 aces. Try to draw the gold card, try to draw the blue seal here. And then 4 of a kind. Alright, so my best hand is 90,000. Okay. So standard pack gives me still no 2s. Telescope, maybe. Definitely Arcana here. We can reroll maybe once. No room for Cola. And I think maybe Earth, I'm not needing to do that. Alright, could be Hermie for $20. Could be remove 2 cards. I like turning one more ace into one more 2. Then that takes us to 9 2s. Okay. So yeah, maybe Earth is fine. Okay, so I can discard the jacks. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the 5. Maybe do something like this. Okay, so I can play kings and 5s. I'm looking for 4 of a kind once, full house maybe a couple times. I think aces and 2s here for the full house. This works. Or maybe I play the pair here. Pair is okay. Alright. There we go. So here's 4 of a kind, here's 5 of a kind. I guess I want to do the 4 of a kind. 5 of a kind is a lot stronger. Maybe I'm supposed to do 5 of a kind here. Let's do that. Okay. A little bit sad we get the wrong planet card, but we survive, so maybe that's alright. Okay, there's another 2. There's an Arcana pack. For an Emperor, gives me wheel and star. Don't need the star. I should check the boss though. Face down after played. Pick up a 2 and go next. Alright. I have 4 of a kind 2s with a blue seal. Let's do that. Instead of the 5 of a kind. Maybe 5 of a kind is somewhat reasonable on the painted deck. Wait a second, that's not good. So I guess we get the high card level. I guess we should have done the 5 of a kind. Okay. So standard pack, no. Let's just save our money since we have 2 rentals here. Let's go. How about 10s and 5s? Yes. Alright, now the shoes should be fine. And we could do high card ace. We could do high card king. And 5 2s instead of 4 2s. Or 4 2s. Let's go 4 2s. I keep saying. 4 is worse with Fibonacci, but it's easier to get the steel cards maybe. Okay. There's a Mars card. There's a Fool for... Probably I don't want to do a Mars card. Probably blank doesn't matter. Could be Devil on the blue seal. And then no standard packs here. Let's go next. Face down after blade. Okay, so if I do this, we'll know whether or not we have 2s face down. I guess I don't know if this is a 2. If I sort by suit, it looks like it's going to be spades. So that's like a 2 of spades. Alright. I could do... Yeah, we got a lot of 2s of spades. So... let's do that. That's a steel 2, face down. Here's a bunch of non-2s. Okay. And discard the 3. Alright, so I got 5 2s in hand. I can make a gold card. Could be a gold queen. Sure. And we know there's a steel card under there. So we can play 4 of a kind. Yep. Alright. There's 5 of a kind. And Mega Arcana pack. So... take the planet cards first. Actually, I should go clearance sale first. Celestial pack, we get 5 of a kind, 4 of a kind. Boss says shuffle me Jimbos. I'm a believer in the 4 of a kind. Alright. Could be a glass card. And then Fool to copy glass. Could be Chariot maybe. So blue seal becomes a Zoolander. And then do I want glass or do I want steel? Probably glass. Copied with the Fool. That's it. Alright. How about a pair of 10s? Okay. And I think I do dig for the blue seal. Since we're close to the end here. There's the blue seal. I can play high card Jack. I keep the glass 2, or maybe not. We'll see. So I do want to make a glass card, so let's make a glass 2 here. I think with the glass cards we play 1, but not both. So let's do that. Okay. And then now, 4 of a kind level. There's a Fool for Justice. We get rewarded for not using the Mars card right away. I think I go ahead and do that. Though I guess this Arcana pack could have a death card and then I would be sad. Temperance is only $6. Okay. Take Temperance. Go next. Okay. How about Pair of Kings? I'm just looking for my 4 of a kind. There's a 4 of a kind. I could play the lucky 10. I will make a glass too. So I think we play 1 glass. And then that should be enough. 2 steel cards. Alright. Try to get another Fool, I guess. Could be Venus, could be Standard Pack. No 2s. That's alright. So Mars. And that's it. Go one more. Could be a Luchador. Bean, we don't need. Could be a Magician. Yas. Emperor says, hey, we got Hermie. Alright, go next. So, alright. We Jokers 400 plus 50. Go next. Okay. I can play high card Ace. Alright, plus 50, that means this is the Wii Joker. We can go high card Ace here. And then, what do we got? Maybe keep the steel card, I guess. How about, instead of a Molt card, we make some lucky cards just for fun? There we go. Ship it. There we go. All right. I guess we only had 1,000,000 points there. Violet Vessel could have given us a run for our money, I guess. Well, if we knew that it was the Violet Vessel, we would have maybe done something slightly different. Okay. So, I tried to do 4 of a kind instead of 5 of a kind because in theory the 4 of a kind is easier to draw, but we did end up playing the 5 of a kind. One advantage of the 5 of a kind is you do have Fibonacci, you get 5 cards, you get an extra card. But with the 4 of a kind, we said, okay, you can hold extra steel cards in the hand. So on the last hand there, we had the 2s, we played some glass 2s, and then we had the 2 steel cards in hand. If we were leveling up the 5 of a kind, then the 5 of a kind would actually score less, even though you have an extra card. Fibonacci. The Mars cards and the Planet X, I think they're about the same, maybe not exactly the same. Take a look here. Let's see here. 3 Molt and 35 chips. Maybe 35 chips, 30 chips is not that big a difference. I said the 4 of a kind levels weren't going to matter that much, but I guess with only 4 Joker slots, maybe it matters more. On the painted deck, maybe the hand levels matter more. So we Joker here, 500 chips. Doesn't really, so the 270 on the 4 of a kind, that's like 50% more, is maybe not that impactful, but the base Molt matters a lot if I don't have a Molt Joker. Instead of having scaling Molt, we had Fibonacci. One thing that's kind of powerful about it is early on, if you just play a pair, that's already 16 Molt. That's pretty good already. 2 pairs, 30 Molt, that's pretty good without having to worry about like a scaling Joker like Bus or Green Joker. And then later on, even if you're only doing like 2 pair, I think 2 pair is particularly powerful with Fibonacci because 2 pair, normally the base Molt is not that high. You get 30 Molt here and then a steel card. And Fibonacci is really good for being able to enable your steel cards, enable your glass cards. is kind of nice. Here we could have, in the end, with all of the chips stacked on the Wii here, we didn't necessarily have to play just the one hand, just the one 4 of a kind. We could have played maybe pairs of aces, maybe pairs of 8s, and then already that's a decent amount of points. This was kind of lucky, getting Cavendish here. Yeah, I think going back in time, it ended up being super worth it because we got that extra hand right away to make up for the -1 hand. -1 discard actually did end up being troublesome because it was much harder to get the 2s to grow the Wii, but 500 chips is fine. This was okay. I don't know if this was easier than if we had gone... Ancient Joker was a possibility, right? And there was also a photograph, so Ancient Joker plus photograph, that could have been pretty good. Though maybe we wouldn't have had... If we only have level 8 4 of a kind, we wouldn't have had the flush levels for that to be too much more exciting. I don't know. Could have gone different ways. Take care, everyone.